Did you know that the legal age of drinking in Mexico is 18 and it is 19 in Canada?
No, I didn't.
It's kind of weird because in the US it's 21. Like soldiers can go like in the front lines trained killing people, that kind of thing, but can't have alcohol at 18. Weird. A-
Interest.
Anyway, what's up, Stovetop? It's Burrito and Taco, and literally Burrito and Taco this time because Tamale was called into work late notice. He was in a rush, so he wasn't able to make it. But we are here this time. Now, make sure you like the video if you like it, subscribe, and press that notification bell so you know when we upload. Also, if you could comment any suggestions or things like that in the comments, just let us know how you like the video, maybe, or podcast, I guess. Other than that, I think we have another shout out.
We do indeed. He didn't ask for it, but he tells me he listens it to when he drives to work or when he's driving home, and he's been there since beginning of the podcast. So, Jesse, this is a shout out to you, brother. I know you're listening, but this is a shout out to you.
Oh yeah, full
I got
respect,
you, brother.
full respect. Well, so
Oh, before you continue, if you want a shout out, please comment.
comment.
Even, just comment, even if it's not your real name. We'll shout you
You
out
know what? How
anyways.
about this? Comment the most stupidest thing you can think of, or just the dumbest thing or funniest thing. Whatever one we like the most, that'll be the shout out. And if it's just one person that
Exactly.
comments, shit, I guess you're the shout out.
Yep, pretty much. That's how it works.
Well, also, please share if you can. Help us get bigger. Our subscribers are still going up, and it is awesome. I thank you to everyone who hit that button. Even if you only watch it occasionally, I still thank you because it is great to us. We love it a lot. We really like doing this, even though like our upload schedule is kind of screwy because we can't. We're all kind of busy, but we're doing our best. I
Yeah.
swear, we're doing our best.
I
um,
literally had to yell at both of them just to do a pod today.
I was thinking about it earlier today too. He was like, we should do a pod today. Like, I've seen the numbers go up. This is pretty interesting. We said we get one as soon as possible, and it was last week, so we'd technically be on schedule for our 1 week, I guess.
Yeah,
So
true,
that's nice. Yeah, I
true.
was thinking about it, but I never thought of hitting it. Like, I forgot about it, and then you mentioned it. I'm like, thank God. But
You were about to go to sleep.
no, that was just a joke.
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
No. Well, I guess we like normally we do this podcast like we maybe have a topic, but otherwise we literally just wing it. And today is one of those wing it days. But I know
Pretty
Taco
much.
has some stories to tell, and maybe I can develop one within. So,
The time.
what do you got?
uh, all right. Where do I start, bro?
Another Julia
Okay.
story?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can start with another Julia story. All right,
That's a good one
so
to start with.
let's call her Julia number four, because I think I already said three, right? Yeah.
Did you already say
No,
four? It might be five.
I
Julia
think I'm at
X. It's
five.
it's X. It could be anything.
All right, fine. Let's make her Julia X. All right, so Julia X. Um, we
ASMR.
normally like nice. We normally like yell at each other, not like in a mean way, like that friendly, like you hang out, you act mean towards each other. She ended up. So today I hit her up and I was like, not Snapchatting me anymore. What the heck? And then obviously I said on the lines, female dog. And then she hit me up back saying, sorry, daddy. And I was like, huh? I was like, you woke up on a different side of the bed today. Like, normally you call me something like really mean, but you called me daddy today. So I think I got another, a wife. Yep. Another story. This is Julia number one. The
Oh,
first Julie I
nice.
ever spoke about.
Is the rebound, or was that two or
She,
three? Or was that also one?
no, number two rebounded me.
Okay,
Number one did it.
gotcha.
Uh, Number one, we were playing volleyball, right? And one of the volleyballs got stuck on this net that's above our gym. And normally you just take another ball and throw it, get it down, whatever, right? Well, we're using a basketball to do that, and I asked her to give me the ball so I could do that. And she, like, I don't know what came over her, ADHD, something, I don't know. And I'm taller than her, so she took the ball and threw it at my crotch. And we were like, not even like a foot away from each other. And she
Oh,
like tossed it up because she put the ball near her knees, like a full strength throw right into my crotch. I was laying on the floor for
you
like
know,
10 minutes.
you know what you should have done?
What?
If you seen it coming, stand there this broad and let it hit you, and just don't react. Just
Bro, she has a hard throw though. There was no way I was gonna react.
oh, quick question.
Yeah,
If
what's
you're
up?
done with your story, I have a quick question.
Yeah, I'm done with that story.
Okay,
Or
so
that one.
what did you think of my beautiful text messages I sent you
What?
through
Which ones?
the group chat ones about Mexican food?
Oh, dude, those were funny as hell. I was
Dude, I
laughing.
was hoping you'd like not expect it because like I told you earlier when we were on call that I was like out of it and like not like energetic at all. So I just thought I'd said something stupid and see if it like
That's what that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, he's just sending stupid shit.
so
He's out of it. I'm just gonna let him be.
so like what we do to like make sure we're all like get on, like we contact each other in a group chat, and Taco just posted whenever they all are ready, just text the chat, and I was like, I gotta eat quick and I'll be good. You delicious, you delicious savory being of Mexican food. I swear the crunch turns me on. And then
It was interesting.
he's like, I know, right? And it's like, I bought. This is after I ate. I just it was after I ate, my little brother was being like one of those smart Alex trying to like be stupid, and I outsmarted him, and I was coming up the stairs, and I was like, so you can't. Oh, was it, you can't outsmart me! And I'm sitting here like the just do it dude, just going, oh, and I was like, I have big brain, and then I almost puked. It was like I spent the coming like, oh, dude, I should have done that. It's like I about puked because I yelled big brain right after eating. But if it was taco, I'd eat it back up because it deserves to go out right in the other end,
Exactly.
out the other end. I don't know. I just thought it was be stupid.
It
Uh,
was still funny.
the little things.
The little
Yeah,
things.
when you mentioned like the ball was getting thrown, it reminded me of a story from when I was in middle school. You don't have a middle school,
Ooh.
which would be nice. But anyway, so I was in the gym. There was this kid. He's a complete spaz. He's one of those guys who freaks out and he'll rage. So I was walking away and I was across the room and he whipped the ball at me. And I was like, we were like a whole, like the whole gym away from each other. It was a decent sized gym. It was like a full basketball court size, I think. And I was on one end, he was on the other, and the ball rolled to me because he can't throw that far. He's a bitch. So I picked up the ball, and I had a temper. This was like the days when I had like a temper, and I would actually like act upon it. So I took the ball out of rage because he was saying some really, really enraging stuff with my short fuse. So I was taking. I took the ball. It was a basketball. Whipped it across the court as almost as hard as I could, and it went and hit him perfectly right in the stomach. He lifted up the air and fell to the ground. Yeah, that was okay. In my head, I'm like, that was the fucking coolest shit I've ever done. And I'm like, oh shit, did I just do that? So, yeah, I got in trouble. Then I had to sit in the side, talk to my boy, Mr. Hefta. Yeah, he's my boy now. Not really. I mean, we know each other. He's my gym teacher. Was my gym teacher. Now he's my weightlifting teacher for high school. But it was just the coolest shit. But I was like, oh, this kid. I sort of felt bad because he was really small. I was like, oh, yeah. I knew I had the
Oh yeah, I
advantage.
mean,
Now I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Neither does he. We were like actual friends like not long afterwards.
Nice.
Oh,
Bro, I mean, it happens. Sometimes you have your bad days and you just Oh, that reminds me of a story. There's this kid I really didn't like in my gym class, and he was blocking me. I forgot what game we were playing. I think it was trench ball. If you all don't know
hell
what
yeah.
trench ball is, or it's a game where it's dodgeball, but like if you get hit, you go to the opposite team, but you stand behind all of them, and your team's got to throw a ball and you got to catch it. And you, it's pretty much like prison ball. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It just depends on like where you're from and where how you say it. And then this kid kept blocking me, or yeah, he kept blocking me and he kept going into my prison spot, and it was making me mad. So I finally stood in front of him. I remember a ball coming over towards me, and I was like, "This is my chance, bro." So instead of trying to catch the ball, I just turned around and socked him in the face.
With the ball?
And I cut his no with my fist.
Nice.
Like I just turned around and punched him, and he got a bloody lip, and he's like, "Bro, what the heck?" And I was like, "Oh, I was trying to catch the ball." So he got mad. He stormed out. I grabbed the ball. I tossed it to the opposite team, and I was like, "Hey, throw the ball back to me." So they threw it back to me, grabbed it, and walked to the other side.
It was,
I was like,
I could just see you
"Oh."
like, oh, there's a ball. I can just see you just like turn around, just socking him. Oh shit, dude, sorry. Just,
No, I didn't even say sorry. I was like, I was trying to catch the
yeah,
ball, and the
fuck up my
ball
way,
was
bro.
even near us. It was like 10 feet above us.
I wish I
And
was
I
there to see.
turned around and punched him.
That'd be the funniest shit. Just, he's like,
Honestly, I still don't like him to this day,
it,
but like we're mutual. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's me with another kid that I think I've told you this story. It was like third grade. We are fighting some little girl or whatever. Not little girl, like they were
Oh,
our age. It was the same grade, but we were like fighting over like some girl or something. I think it was like my fault particularly because like I was jealous of him or something like that. And he was a boxer, but he was really tiny. And I was that was back when, like I was afraid to hit anybody because I was afraid to hurt anybody because I like one of those things I'd be afraid I'd get in trouble or something like that. And
no, I know.
we were standing like a good bit away from like the fence on like the like you remember the playground when you were there. There was the playground,
Yep.
and there was like that field with the fence.
Yeah, and then
So
they had a soccer net,
yeah, so
everything.
it was like in
Yep.
between the soccer net and the park or whatever. It was in the grass on that like towards the fence and stuff by the road. And he was mad. I mean, I think we decided to settle. He started punching me in the chest and stuff. Like he was doing his combinations, just whatever, and he's trying to hit me in the chest. I was sitting there saying that because it didn't hurt. I didn't move. I was sitting like, oh, what do I do? I don't want to hit him because like I was afraid to like hit anybody. So I pushed him
Yeah.
as hard as I could. He went flying back. It's like that those memes in TikTok where you see like if this guy entered your house, what would you do? And it's just some big brawling black dude, and the guy like would pretend to hit him, and then he goes
Yep, I've
flying
seen
back.
those.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. It was so stupid. Then the bell rang. It's funny this day. You were friends after that, but it's so stupid.
I still won't forget our friendship, honestly. How we started to be friends. You just walked up to me and was like, "You want to be friends?" And I looked at you and I was like, "Sure." And that was it.
Yeah. No, and next thing you knew, we were family. It's like, oh, nice. We were close
I
friends because
know.
of Ricky and Carson. We were really close friends with them too.
Yeah. Oh, they were at my school for a while, but then they moved,
Yeah,
which kind of sucks.
Ricky was your age. Carson was my age. I remember like we'd always have like arm wrestling competitions in our like classroom, and Carson would always try to beat me. Like it was always his goal, and he did get stronger
Yo.
throughout the year, but he's still never able to beat me. It was just the best thing.
I remember those days. I remember I was the strongest in our grade, so I would arm wrestle everybody and I would always win. Or okay, so to the people who are listening right now, when I arm wrestle, I will love to mess around and fake it, like, oh no, I'm losing, right? And I would get like pretty close to the point, like my arm is almost touching, but then I would lock my arm still so no one can pull it down.
Remember you doing that shit?
And I would always do that to everybody, so their arm would go to the point it's tired, and mine wouldn't even be tired at all, and I would just win them every single time.
Yeah, you did that to me when we were in those years. We it was I think
Yeah.
I don't know if you were my cousin yet. You might have been.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't cousins until I got in seventh grade.
Yeah, it was before that because I do remember like every time we tried to like stay with each other, stay the night at each other's houses, it would always be, "Can I go, mom? Ask your mom or ask your dad. Make sure the other parents don't care." And then it was always like somehow it was no every time from one end or the other.
Yeah, yeah. It was like if I asked, my parents would be like, "Yeah, you can. I know them." And then you would ask, and then I think it was always to do with your dad being busy at work.
I don't think my
And
dad.
then,
No, my dad usually didn't care. It was usually my mom who would say no.
well, yeah, but it had to do something with your dad, though. I'm pretty sure, like because he had to work, and
Oh, because we
she at the
couldn't.
time,
My dad had to work, and we didn't want to be obnoxious at night, and then my dad couldn't sleep, type of thing.
yeah.
Something like that.
And then when your parents didn't care, my parents were like, "Oh, we're doing something this weekend." So I was like,
It
never had
was,
time
and then we started working with each other, and then we were seeing each other. We were staying in the same room together
for a
forever.
while. Yeah,
It's pretty dope. We have good memories of
dude,
that.
those nights were so interesting. Me trying to fight lightning, you trying to make a deal with the lightning, playing Fortnite all night, me
Yes,
playing
sir.
Rainbow Six Siege whenever I got the chance.
Yes, sir. Oh man, those are the
Uh,
days.
to the viewers, there was nights when we would have to like in the morning you would have to get up at like 6 or 5 in the morning to go to a job site, and my idiot self decided I'm gonna play Rainbow Six Siege just for like a couple hours. So I played for a couple hours. It was probably like 12 at night this about this time, and I was like, I got to get one more good round in. Next thing I know, it was 5 in the morning, and it was time for work. And I was like, oh, bro, no. And I was like, I was up all night playing Siege. So when we got on the roof, I was so zoned out. I was tired. I almost fell off a couple times. Oh, it was interesting.
Dude, that's I just remember. I mean, we say this story all the time, but I really like going back to it. Like, I mean, we both kind of pitched the idea of like the whole podcast thing of doing something together. Because I remember like we
Yeah,
were on the roof, we were making some stupid jokes. I was being pretty offensive over Kobe, but he knows I'm kidding. He's chill. I still make shots when I
yeah.
say his name. It's okay. If not, then I'm raising. No, I'm just kidding.
You failed like 30 times in a row. What you mean?
His name didn't work. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's dead. That's so bad. No, but we came up with the best stuff. We did it like all the time. We still do, and we're like, we make up the best shit like this. Why don't we like do something? We pitched
Yeah.
the idea of like doing YouTube, and then like, how about a podcast? Because it's usually always like verbal stuff we do, and then maybe like put it on YouTube so we can do like videos too. And we just come up with the stupidest stuff. And then I remember you were staying with me at the time, and we were creating the account, we were coming up with names, we had the notebook out trying to put names, and then I don't know what other names we like come up with, but I just remember we came up with this one. I don't remember if it was both of us or just you, because I think you pitched it.
Okay, so I remember we did one where it was just gonna be our normal names, but then we're like, nah, we gotta figure something else out. You came up with like maybe our usernames for like our games, but then again, we'd get demonetized because my gamer tag is DJ Baby Dicks. So I don't think they would, you know, like let us post because of my name. So
Lettuce.
then we were just sitting there for like a couple hours. We were just like, instead of trying to find a name, we went to like writing down ideas, and we would star certain ones that we wanted to start off with. But then I was like, oh, we can make it Mexican. and you were confused about that. I was like, like I could be taco, and you can be something else. And I think I called you a tortilla. And
Oh,
then you're
then
like, no, I'll
no
be
burrito.
burrito.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I like burritos. It came out perfect because well, you're Mexican, you're a little darker skinned, and I'm white and American. I mean,
Tortillas
burritos
white
aren't
people.
American, I guess, but we're like, huh, tacos, taco burrito. Let's go burrito and taco because that had a good ring to it, and that's because it was originally just gonna be us two, but then Tamale like wanted to
Tamale came along.
yeah, he's always wanted to do something like this. I'm like, okay, he's a very social person. This could be pretty fun, and he's a funny dude. And then he came on. We never changed the name. I don't know if we will. We might at some
I don't
point,
think
but I don't
I
know.
don't really want to change it.
Yeah, this is the perfect
Like I
name.
do and I don't because like one, we started this podcast and he came in as a special guest, but now
Yeah,
he's one of us. So I'm glad he's one of us, dude. He has such good stories and he's like he knows a lot. He's smart. He can
he's
like
chill. He vibes with
he
pretty much
can
anything.
yeah, and he can like if he needs to, he can talk something up for like days if he needs to. So that's why I'm glad he came along. So we made him a member, and then I've honestly been trying to look for something for like another name idea, but it's like burrito and taco
It's just so
are
good.
like the are like really good names for it. So I was thinking on the lines of like what was it?
BTT,
Tamal
TBT.
or BTT.
I feel, I
I
feel
was
like,
thinking BTT, but then again I was like also thinking what was it? The tam the tamale burrito talk show. I mean taco talk show. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I mean it's a longer name, but like at the same time, it
We
still
were gonna
kind of
call
sounds
we were
good.
gonna say like a literal name like the this podcast, but the reason we didn't do something like that or like talk show is because like we plan to do more than just podcasts or talking. We were like the music thing. We were gonna do like skits and stuff eventually, so that's why we didn't name it like podcast or talk show.
Yeah, and then I wanted to do gaming, but then I moved back to my home, which I do not have a game system right now, and I still don't. So we really can't do gaming, and also I don't got a PC to record, so I kind of have to like go off of burritos like POV. You know what I mean? So
I'm trying to see if I can find the notebook that we wrote our ideas in, 'cause I don't think I got rid of it.
okay, I'm pretty sure it's in a big black book. So
I have a big red one. Look, I have a black one here too.
look in
ENFP.
both.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. What the hell is this? Oh, I
What?
open a page and it's just if it wasn't for those two guys in tights, and I'm like, whoa, wait, what's going on? And then
Oh, whoa!
it's my from last year was my research from comic books in the 1930s. So I was talking about like Superman and Batman. I was coming up with something clever. Oh boy.
That would have been an interesting story to tell.
You're right. Well, any other
uh,
stories while I'm looking?
another, I guess another good story is our school does like a lot of volleyball. So like for certain days, uh, I was in a volleyball like little game, and uh, I'm normally stand in front. I'm 5'5". I'm really short, but I got like hops for days because I can jump pretty high for like how short I am. Like I swear this net is about like 6 foot, right? I can jump up high enough to spike a ball. Like that's how high I can jump. Um, so this one time in volleyball, this dude was serving, and I was like, it's not a real volleyball game, so I'm gonna try and spike it off the serve. And he ends up serving it. I jump up, but he served it low. So it went under the net and hit me in the crotch. And I remember that my feet didn't land on the floor, but I remember feeling my entire side of my body, like the entire right side of my body, slamming on the ground. And I was like, oh, dude, I felt it because our hours go for like an hour and 50 minutes or whatever. And that was like the beginning of the hour. So I felt that same pain through the like through like two class periods. So like 3 hours of just feeling that pain, and it sucked horribly.
Check to make sure you can still have kids because you seem to be getting hit in the crotch a lot.
Dude, I check every day. I'm like, you still there? Yep. Oh, another good story happened today. So the National Guard came in because they schools have like military people come in and they try recruiting, stuff like that, or telling you about like the National Guard, the Army, Air Force. And I sat near them, and I'm a Marine kind of guy, so I'm all about the Marines, jarhead all the way. And my buddy was like, Nate, you should go sign up for the National Guard. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to be a sand picker. And because National Guard, when floods are coming and all that, they will normally stack sandbags. And I know the National Guard dude heard me. And because I got a glimpse of him staring at me, and I was like, I bet you if I asked them what flavor crayon they like to eat, they wouldn't even tell me a color. They're just suck ups that tried to be in the army but failed. And at this point, the National Guard dudes are like looking at me. And I was like, I gotta start roasting these guys and see if they're gonna say anything. So I started roasting the National Guard dudes as much as I could just to see if they would like be like, hey, we're making fun of the military, blah blah blah, we're National Guard. And they didn't do anything, and it was so dumb. And I was like, these guys are really scared of a 17-year-old talking crap on them.
Well, I think it's probably safer they didn't for their own sake.
Nah, bro, you already know I'd be going right back at them.
Well, I mean, for the fact that if they did something, they probably wouldn't be allowed back there again, and that's how they get a lot of people to enlist.
No, I mean, like, I was hoping they would like try and roast me back. That's what I mean, not like get up and try and fight me.
Okay, I did. I found I found a Burrito taco thing.
All right, start naming them off. We had really good topics.
Okay, so
Just name off the start. Just name off the start because there's a lot of topics.
yeah, there is exactly 70, and the first one, porn. I don't know why we thought of that first, but we're just like porn. There's some
Oh
weird
yeah,
stuff in here.
dude, I remember why we thought of that. It's because you're like, what are some good topics that we would do in this podcast? And I literally looked you dead in the eyes and I was like, porn. Then you're like, no, we're not doing that. I said porn. Then you're like, fine. So then you wrote it down.
See, yeah, we got games. We plan to do some conspiracy stuff. Yeah. That was your
Oh,
thing.
gills.
That was your thing. That was your thing.
I know.
Oh man. Serious topics, rants, music, music we starred, games we starred, rants we starred, series we starred. I'll name off the starred ones. So we have games, serious, rants, music, jobs. We talk about jobs a lot. How we started,
Yep.
we talk about that. Um, we have ones that are circled too, because those were like for sure ones as well. Traveling or traveled. Why don't we look at this when we were having troubles, dude?
True. Well, then again, we didn't think about it until
Yeah, I completely forgot about it. Those are the ones that we
same.
had like starred. We have a lot of stuff in here, like oh wait.
Oh yeah, we have 70 topics.
We planned this before I even got my PC, I think, because we made a, cause I made a list of the things I wanted to get so we could do a podcast. It was PC and microphone. I
Oh
think,
yeah, that's right.
and we couldn't like do anything good till I got my PC. We didn't do anything until I got my PC. That's why we were waiting for. Man, dude, these memories are just. Um, we came up with
I
stovetop on
swear.
here.
Yep.
Oh, these have ideas in them. Like attention getters. These are like just topics and ideas. So like Discord and apps. Like we're gonna make a Discord for the stovetop, which we could make this
Which
one the
we
stovetop.
did.
We still have to talk over
Uh,
that, but
yeah, well, we did make a stovetop Discord, but at the same time, we haven't posted it because one, we didn't really make it right in a way. But if we make this the stovetop, like Discord, I will switch its name and give it more rooms for people to like chat and all
yeah,
that, you
and
know?
like the more elite people that are like love the podcast, they engage with it a lot. Like Jesse, like he likes the podcast. I mean,
Yep, and
someone,
Corey.
yeah,
And
so
then we can bring them in sometimes.
yeah, they can be like our like our what do you call it on the top of when you're promoted, like you promoted us to like I mean, we're the god
Oh, they
level.
can become admins?
Yeah, yeah, they can do that stuff, and they can ban people, they can control stuff, that kind of thing. They could post when we post a new upload, so like people can get that. Like
True.
I'm,
And then I would at least want them to at least talk to me first before, Well, okay, this is for like, Discord ideas.
yeah,
If we do have admins, I at least want them to talk to me first before they ban someone. So that's why I created that timeout room. So someone who did something wrong, they go in the timeout room. Like I'm pretty lenient on what people say, but like if people are being like racist or
you can make a whole new like
bullying, all that.
you can make a promotion where they're like because like if you didn't want to ban them, you can just make a whole new like section or promotion. Well, not promotions, like a demotion, where you pretty
Yeah.
much make them have less abilities to do anything, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be my first thing. Like they would have
But if it
warnings and
gets
all that, but
bad,
like
if it gets bad, oh, you could put a, oh, you know what we could do? We could put like one warnings, like if you like, let's say three warnings. Warning,
yeah.
like if someone has one warning, you have a category for that, two warnings, and then final straw, which means one more time they do something stupid, they're banned. Like we could do something like that. I don't know. We have to talk about it. Um,
Yeah.
I'm immediately seeing sex life bro code. Those are the last two we put. um, hobbies, cultures, just some stuff like just random stuff, just to like get stuff started. We were gonna make like it was gonna be like a video per topic. Like we made that first one. It was we talked about games.
How? Yep.
So then that was one topic. We talked about music. That was another topic, and that's when Tamale came in. Um, there was one I seen that I really liked. There's fights on here. We just talked about like a couple of them. Well, they're not really fights. It was more just um.
I got some fights we can talk about.
Yeah, we'll say that for a different time. Let's see,
All
we,
right. All
we
right.
got oh, where's it go? Where'd it go? It was a really good one that I liked. Scary shit.
Oh, true.
Scary shit. Um,
I don't think we ever talked about that, bro.
I could tell you one that I when I
Should
was
we save it? Should we save the scary and fight for another pod?
that could be its own pod. I'm
I
not,
honestly feel like we should save
I'm
that for
actually
like another
I'm gonna
podcast.
write that down. So it's in a blue notebook. Remember, blue notebook.
Got you.
I'm gonna write that down. We never actually like, I guess it's on here too, but just scary shit and
Slash
fight.
fights or whatever.
Oh, the topic was fights slash badass moments.
Oh, perfect.
There's a pod right there.
Honestly, though.
Perfect. We're planning, but I guess I don't think people will care that we're planning shit. They're like, ooh, I can't wait to hear this one.
Exactly. Like, oh, and to the stovetop. if you have any suggestions of what we should talk about, write it down in the comments.
Oh,
We
dude,
talk about anything.
I found oh, this is I think this is from my other channel. There's a bunch of ideas and
What?
stuff. Like from my other channel, like the one that I use like regularly. Views are still
Yeah.
going up on it. I don't post it because of one video for some reason still going off. Like Sonic's dead now. I don't know why he's like, but like I have
Why is
stuff.
it still going?
Yeah, dude, I'm getting thousands of views per month. Not even
Jesus.
kidding. I swear that I think that video's at like 10, 12,000 by now. Um, then all my other ones are
Dang.
like 23, 84. That's crazy. But I don't know.
Did you promote Stovetop on your other
Yeah,
channel
that was
yet?
the
Or
last video I posted. I drew a picture of Burrito and Taco like in Among Us, and like it's like, hey, this is all a plug for our new channel. On
awesome.
here from my old channel, I have like make a movie or skit. I think we can make some good skits. We used to do stuff like that when we were younger. Me, you, and your brother.
Oh yeah, we still do. We like
Stupid
whenever we
stuff.
hang out, we still make stupid skits.
Even when Rex was there, it's the funniest stuff.
Oh, I miss Rex. Uh, Stovetop. So Rex was one of my foster brothers, and he had, I think it was autism. But like it wasn't bad until there was like times where he would get it like he would have a breakdown, and part of his breakdown would be like he would kind of like freak out or shake a lot. So games would calm him. Like it sounds dumb, but like it's like it got his mind off things. And Rex was just the coolest kid that I knew. And so he was so good at games. Like like when people say that someone's hacking, like someone has aimbot or whatever, that's literally how he was. Like that's how good he was. There's times we would play multiplayer and would I put a cardboard box between me and him, so like our screen is like cut in half, and I put a box just like cut off our screen so he can only see his and I can only see mine. I got 0 kills on Call of Duty and he had like 40 and I couldn't get one. That's how good he was. His
Yeah,
hearing was so good.
and quick note that Taco is actually really good at Call of Duty. Like that was his childhood game. So that if that kind of says something, I wanna
Yep.
I wanna say my favorite like moment from Rex. I was staying the night. It was a bunk bed. It was when you were in it was a like your old house. It was before. It was the
Yeah.
one in between Ty's room and the bathroom.
Oh,
That one in
oh
the middle
yep.
there, and
Yep.
we were
I
doing
know which one.
so like I mean before we went to bed. And the funny part's when we went to bed, but I'll just say this quick is that we were playing like Russian roulette with Nerf guns and teddy bears. Like,
oh yeah, I
and
remember
I
that.
went down first, but it was just the funniest stuff that was happening. But like before we were doing that, and you're doing just a bunch of fun stuff. You know, we used to like play with GI Joes and stuff. Like we were those guys. Like yeah, you know,
Yep. Oh
and
geez.
it was we did some pretty fun stuff with the GI Joes, dude. That was fun as hell. But we
yeah.
we went to bed finally. It was lights out. We were all sleeping. After like we finally shut up, we were all sleeping, and it was just pitch quiet, peaceful. And then out of nowhere, just Rex, "Hey, it's Lindsay Lohan," and we all just shit laughing so hard. I don't know, it's
Oh,
so stupid. But man, dude, I'm still laughing at that. I just remember it perfectly. All of us were just
I
dying.
remember when. Yeah, I remember when there was one time we were playing Russian roulette. I don't know if you're there. I think you went home. So we're playing Russian roulette with Rex, and obviously it's a Nerf gun. And we instead of like, because normally in Russian roulette you open up your revolver or whatever, you put a bullet, you spin it, shut it, shoot. Then you open it up again and you spin it, shut it, shoot. But this time we decided let's just spin it once and just keep going back and forth. And I remember I got lucky because the bullet was like one away from the chamber, and it was at me. So I pull it, and I'm pointing at my head, and I give it to Rex. Rex looks down the barrel. He cocks it, and he's like, "No, no, I'm gonna shoot myself. No, no!" And he was like freaking out, and I was like, "You're the one with the gun." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's right." And he flips the gun around and shoots me in my head. It was the funniest thing because he was like freaking out, like he was going, "No, I'm gonna shoot myself. No, no, it's gonna hurt." And he was just doing that, and I was like, "You have the gun. You don't have to shoot yourself in the face. You can shoot like." I was trying to tell him he can shoot himself in the chest or leg, but instead he just flips the gun around, and I thought he was just gonna shoot himself in the leg, but he points it at me and shoots perfectly between my eyes.
Like, just as funny as shit. Just, oh, you're right. Bah.
Yeah,
just
pretty
a
much.
just a random thing that you wouldn't expect is just funny as shit. Oh
Oh, I
man.
miss Rex. Oh, there was also a time when Rex finally went back to his family because his family got like custody of him again. Like I kind of wish he was my brother because I loved Rex. I counted him as a brother the second he got to my home. Uh, he still went to Frazee for a while, and I remember at the end of school we're walking outside to the bus, and he started talking to me. Obviously, I'm talking back, and he was like, "Can I come over to your house?" And without thinking about it, instead of asking my parents, I was like, "Yeah, you can come to my house." So he gets on the bus with me, and my bus driver is just confused because Rex got on the bus behind us, and he was like, "Where are you going?" And Rex goes, "To Nate's house." And the bus driver was like, at this point, wondering like where's his slip that says he can come over to my house, or he never got a call, nothing. So he called the bus garage. The bus garage called his mom, I think it was, and then our bus was sitting there after school when all the other buses were gone for like 20 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, Rex, you gotta get off the bus and get on yours." And his bus was gone, so we had to go drop him off. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing. He tried coming home with us because he missed our house.
I used to do that shit with my buddies. Like,
Oh.
oh shit, missed my bus. Gotta go on yours. Even though I had the late bus, but yeah, I have a bunch of to get back to on topic of the stuff we had planned or like stuff in the notebook. I had
Oh,
stuff like make a movie or
yeah.
skit. That's yeah, we just talked about. Make music. That's something that we were kind of getting into a bit. Speed
Yep.
run, walkthrough, gameplay, funny moments, that kind of thing. This is all from my old channel, but I feel like some of it can incorporate how to. I don't know what we could do for a how to. This one like mostly like went to like drawing because I did drawing on my channel for like the longest time. Opinion on games. That's something we can do. Pick a game. Maybe it's a new game. Both play it, or all play it, then do a review. A non-scripted, non organized review, just because, nah. Um, in-game comedy skits. This came from like like old Vanoss videos where they play Gmod and they do like the stupid stuff, stupid skits and stuff. It's
Yep.
funny as hell. Commentary on games. Yeah. Info on new games, kind of like a pre-review or review. Talk about game
Oh yeah.
developers, podcast. That was from my old channel. I was like, oh, because I've always wanted to do a podcast. First impressions,
Which
cooking, science. Like my old channels could be literally everything. That's pretty much just whatever I wanted to do. Yeah, there's a bunch of just random stuff on here. I have like games that I wanted to play, like that are coming out, were coming out. Yeah, there was a lot of like I made a whole entire. How many pages is this? So we have the or I have one, two, three. I think I had like 4, 5 pages. I think I had like 4 pages, and I was making a whole entire skit where it was gonna be like a cheaply made short film without skill. Just gonna use my phone and take a video of us doing a bunch of stuff, edit it a bunch, and make it look like we were gonna go from one side of my house to the other, eliminating enemies for like a mission.
oh
But it was gonna be
yep.
like it was just me and my buddy Brett, and we were both gonna be like the protagonists, like we were gonna be going in and killing people, but we were also the enemies. So you just see us as enemies for some reason everywhere. And no, it's gonna be fun as hell. Maybe another time I can read it. I have a whole thing set up. I even have like a dialogue in here. I'm gonna have to do that for the next one. I'm gonna have to write that down because I kind of like that idea. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I always hate not writing them down when I think about them because we always like, well, you don't always, but we sometimes like forget about them. But yeah,
True.
we've done like we did a lot of planning, like a lot of stuff before doing it, and I mean, we knew it wasn't gonna be like, for one, easy. It wasn't gonna be easy, and for two, like it was gonna be rough trying to stay consistent. I mean, we knew we have to stay consistent, but we had to like do our best to do
But
it.
at the same time,
Kind of different now that we're not like living with each other, but
true. Hey, one more year with you, and then we can.
I found the other like 3 pages there. Okay.
Well, actually, you're gonna be going in the military, so it would be a while actually.
Yeah, we can
Because
still
I know
do
at
it.
the end of the, well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I know at the end of this year, I'll be moving in with my brother. Um, so I'll be living with him, and then I guess whenever you're ready, because I know you said you ain't gonna move out right away.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're ready, maybe
It also
we
depends
both
on
find a place.
it also depends on how the military goes because at this moment I plan on going all in. I'm gonna go full active, but
Yeah, it just all depends on what comes up in the future, pretty much.
while we're hitting getting closer to 50 minutes, so we try to think of another story to tell before we end it.
I feel like we should save some for later, just in case if we need it.
Yeah, that sounds good. This is a pretty solid podcast so far. I like it. Um,
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe one more quick topic just to get the time up a little bit. Um,
All right, what you want to talk about?
how about
Your Cat in the Hat phase?
that's done and over with. I think we mentioned that on that one where we talked about our weekend.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guess yeah.
Oh, dude, one of the topics is coronavirus, but that's a whole nother like few episodes, dude.
Yeah,
uh,
I kind of want to wait on that one.
we've talked about some of these. I don't know, dude. There's so many on
I
here,
don't know either.
but a lot of these could be just um start
A
off with
lot of them can
something.
be used for another pod. That's the
We could
thing.
just do some random one. Favorite superhero or top three heroes, like your favorite superheroes from Marvel and DC, and you can give a reason why if you want.
Um, you go first, cause I kind of need to think right now.
This is hard for me because one, I'm a nerd, so it's already hard for me. For two, so I grew up with Spider-Man. He's always been my favorite, and especially when like the multiverse started, like I started liking all sorts of different Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man 2099, my top Spider-Man out of all of them. But at the moment, like as of right now, because I haven't seen much interesting in Spider-Man lately, I put Captain America, his whole patriotism thing, just him in general, just a badass as it is, a soldier, that kind of thing. He's just really chill, like him. Chris Evans made him better, quote unquote, and I kind of grew up with him too, and he's kind of my big inspiration for joining the military. He's my number one Spider-Man. Grew up with him, really cool, also badass. There's a lot of cool stuff about Spider-Man that people don't see.
You can go on.
Because they kind of stereotype him sometimes for being just like a kids thing, but like I kind of diss him for like comics like that. Third, I guess I'm just gonna name three Marvel ones. What would be my third? I've always had this problem trying to figure out my third. Well, I guess I'm just gonna mix it up because I have the power to do that. It's gonna be top two for Marvel, and then I'll say a few from DC. Top two in DC: Flash and Arrow. Flash, super speed, dream superpower, a lot of cool stuff, scientific stuff. Green Arrow, he has spent 5 years on an island, which is really cool. The whole survival instinct, the fact that he learned all his stuff, roughly all the stuff he went through. It was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, dangerous but cool. Just the stuff that he does is really cool. His comedic personality. Um, I, I mean, people hate that. I think I don't know, like the whole thing they did with the Arrow TV show. I liked, even though they made him pretty much Batman. Um, I liked it a lot. That's kind of the Arrow I like, the Arrowverse. And then I guess that's my top from those two. Batman would be my third, sadly. He's such a badass, but yeah, he's my third for DC. All right, what do you got? You got any favorite superheroes?
Give me a second to think. Okay, so for DC, I don't know. I want to say uh, this. It's really hard for me to choose now.
I feel like Batman would be your top for DC.
Yeah, well, okay, for DC, top is obviously Batman.
Yep.
He's number one for me. Always has been, always will be. I grew up with Batman, so I mean, like, can't like there's so much I can talk about Batman.
Same.
Honestly, I'll throw. I think isn't Captain America Marvel?
Yep.
Yeah, Captain America. I would put him up there because I do like Captain
Such a
America.
badass.
He's awesome as hell. Uh, Thor and Arrow from Marvel. I think. Yeah, Arrow's from Marvel,
No, he's
right?
from
Yeah,
DC.
he is. Oh, he's from DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Hawkeye's from Marvel, but he's a lot more lame than Green Arrow is.
Yeah.
He's cool for people out there who are also like Marvel nerds. Yeah, Hawkeye is cool, but I just like
He
Arrow
is.
better.
I do too. Thor is from Marvel. I'm
Ooh,
pretty sure.
Thor.
Yeah, he is.
So that's another thing. I have a lot of friends who like Thor a lot. I've never seen much of an interest in Thor, other than like the whole Norse mythology thing, because
Yeah.
I like those like kind of mythology stuff a little bit, but I'd never seen much interest in Thor. I don't know why.
I only did because I was like a mythology nerd for a while, and then Thor would pop up a
What
lot
Ares? He's a
because
DC
he's a
guy.
god and all that.
Ares is the DC
True,
guy.
but he's
God of War.
yeah, I know, but like I wasn't a big fan of him though.
Yeah, I haven't got much
Like
of.
I get he's like a god of war and all that, but I never really got into him. But
Yeah,
like
there's
at the
not
same
much.
time, I did.
It's hard to get into him because there's not really there. I mean, there realistically there is a lot to find, but there's not really much to say about him because you don't see it often. He's one of those characters like Moon Knight. I don't even know if you even know who that is, but he's a really cool superhero who's I think is underrated. But he's also a good superhero, but you don't see him often. Yeah. So I got
I'm I'm
um
gonna be completely honest though. My all-time favorite. He's an anti-hero from DC's Joker, bro. I would like,
there's
yeah,
so much
he,
shit that goes into
yeah.
Joker, dude.
I, I love
Oh
Joker
yeah.
because like like obviously he's crazy, but at the same time he is also sane. You know what I
There's
mean? And
there's
oh,
so
dude,
much that goes into the Joker, and there's so many different like types of Jokers. Like you see, even from the
oh
same
yeah,
stories, there's a whole bunch of different types of Joker, but they all still have that same aspect of him being crazy and want. Like his whole persona was to try to make Batman go against his code of killing people. He wanted Batman to kill him, and yeah, that was all cool. But which is weird. I mean, there's a whole bunch of like backstory goes up behind it, but just the whole idea that he was a normal guy trying to get on in life, and then I guess it depends on where you look at it, because like in Batman: The Killing Joke, he was a normal guy. He was a comedian, he tried to be, went crazy, that kind of thing. Then you got the
yep,
Joker movie, where he was already diagnosed with mental issues and finally went crazy because he didn't get the attention he needed or he felt he deserved, kind of thing. It's just so cool. I don't know. I could go on forever, but it's just so cool. Like all the stuff that goes into these characters. Like there's a lot of character development, and I always hate it when people like stereotype comics to be for children. I guess you could say because um, they are definitely not. because I have comics that,
No.
oh my god, dude, like it was a Joker comic. Like, if you ever got into like the Joker, the Batman Who Laughs series, I don't know if you have or not.
Yep. I
Oh,
have. I have.
then you got the Dark Knight Metals, which is even better. Oh, it's so good. But yeah,
I
that's
don't know. There's something about Joker that I've always liked about him.
yeah, me
Like
too.
his personality gives off like this vibe that honestly sometimes I wish I was like. But then obviously that means I'm going crazy and want to go kill
I
or whatever.
s-
Because he doesn't. I mean, at the same time, he doesn't really want to kill. He's more like, I'm gonna go after Batman,
he
but I gotta
doesn't
do certain
he
things.
doesn't kill for the likeness of killing. He kills as a way to get attention to Batman usually, or he kills as a way to put out something or something like that to make something happen. Like, he's always like a few steps ahead, and I like that about him.
Yeah,
I still think Willem Dafoe should be Joker. I don't care how old he is. He should be Joker.
true.
Willem Dafoe has like the perfect Joker face. Well, I guess that kind of sums it up. We could talk about that forever. Maybe that was another one too. Like, it could be another
Yeah,
podcast, but
we could go off of that, but I
uh
kind of like how we summed it up.
yeah, so
Because I mean, not a lot of people you know, like the DC or Marvel, but yeah, a
I'd
lot do.
say
You know what I
not
mean?
a lot of people we been around likes it, which kind of sucks. But
Yeah,
I mean, all my friends are like that stuff, but um, it is getting bigger, still getting bigger. MCU popping, Endgame. People who didn't even like, people who like didn't like, Marvel or DC would watch Endgame. It's crazy, but I mean, long story short, I guess it doesn't matter. We kind of just ranted on it, but top
yeah,
heroes DC for me would be Flash, Green Arrow, and Batman. I can never like put where because I always have different phases. Marvel would be Cap. It was just like a Spider Man, and then I don't really have a third one though. There is a lot of cool thirds. And then you went for Batman, of course. Um,
yep.
Cap, Green Arrow. I mean, I really
Or
like the whole thing of these superheroes without superpowers. Batman, Green Arrow. You know, I like it. Iron
yeah,
Man. Yeah, it's all cool. But I guess that brought us to a good mark. So, is there anything else you'd
yeah,
like
I
to
would
say
say so.
before I end the clip?
Uh, if you guys like the podcast, like and subscribe. It's free. Don't have to do much for it. Uh, maybe watch some other older posts that we posted. Really up to you guys. And I'm glad you tuned in.
Well, I guess that kind of sums it up. This was another podcast with just Burrito and Taco. It's been a while since we vibed together. We will have Tamale back on
True.
again here soon. Whenever like he stops being a workhorse, making that money, he's gonna be making it rain on us next time we see him. I swear. But
True.
but other than that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I'm Burrito,
And I'm Taco.
and we will see you guys in the next podcast. Make sure to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later.
Peace.